Hello everyone, my name is Al Parsai. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I'm the author of the bestseller book 88 Tips on Immigration to Canada, and I'm also an instructor at Ashton College. I teach immigration consulting there. Today I would like to talk about a relatively complex topic called flagpoling or flagpole. Let me explain it this way. Imagine you are inside Canada. So this topic is for people who are inside Canada. And then you have applied for example, a permanent residency of Canada, and your permanent residency is approved. What happens is that at that time you will receive a paper from the government called COPR, or Confirmation of Permanent Residency. But that paper doesn't mean that you are a permanent resident of Canada. In fact, now you need to go to an inland office to validate that, and that means you need to apply or wait for an appointment, which could take months before that happens, or you need to leave Canada and come back to Canada, and at the port of entry, they will validate your COPR and you become a landed immigrant of Canada. That's one issue. The other issue is that while you are in Canada, if you want to apply for work permit or a study permit, for most people, they may not apply from inside Canada for those options. Some exceptions apply, which is beyond this discussion. So what should you do? There is one option, which is called flagpoling, that is relatively easy for many people, because applying from outside Canada could take time, validating your COPR could take time, and people want to do it very fast, especially if their benefits are cut, they don't have access to the healthcare system, or their existing status is expiring. One option is called flagpoling. Basically, you will travel down to the border of Canada and the United States. When you reach the United States, you ask or you tell the immigration officer over there that your intention is not to enter the United States, but you want to flagpole. They will take you to the office, and after, of course, sometimes questioning you, etc., they will issue a paper, and usually that paper says that you have been refused entering to the United States because of flagpoling, and then they will ask you to go back to Canada. When you go back to Canada, at the port of entry in Canada, an officer will look into your documents, and if they are convinced that you meet the requirements, they will issue your, for example, work permit, or they will issue your permanent residency, or they will extend your stay in Canada. With the study permit, only citizens of the United States and a couple of other countries may apply, so that's not an option for majority of people. But for work permit or validating permanent residency, it's a common practice, and you will receive your response in less than a day, comparing to waiting several days or months. That's the rosy part of it. The reality is that, imagine sometimes you go to the United States and first of all, they are rejecting your entry to Canada, which potentially could affect you in the future when you want to travel to the United States. They may question you. There are exceptional situations that they may decide to deport that person to their home country. And when they return you back to Canada, certain ports of entry, they have limitations in accepting the number of applicants, so they may deny even reviewing your application. In certain circumstances, they accept your application, but they refuse you, or they may say that they don't have time to complete their assessment and they send you back to the country. In severe situations, they may deport you from Canada or even detain you. The chances of being detained or being denied entry to Canada and being removed from Canada are low, but at the end of the day, it's risky. So keep in mind, while this is quite common practice, and you will hear many success stories about flagpoling, there are circumstances that people encounter problems. If you visit our website, settler.ca, which you can see actually the address down below, you will see that I have written a few articles about flagpoling. Please read all those articles one by one, and I have explained the details of the good, the bad, and the ugly about Flagpoling Canada. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in other videos. Bye now.